I'm Candace Cameron with Caller to Fastpitch Academy. Today, I'll be discussing how to work on accuracy even when you're stuck inside or having to pitch from a short distance. A lot of my students, depending on the weather, have to pitch in a garage or a basement, and they often don't have the full distance that they normally would be pitching from. Sometimes they may even be as close as this, where the mound is literally 10 feet away from the net, where they're finishing their pitch right in front of the net. The first thing you need to make sure of when you're setting up your area is that whatever you are pitching into has a strike zone on it. You can easily make a strike zone on the net using duct tape if the net you're pitching on doesn't already have a strike zone. If you're not quite sure how to do that, you can refer to my other video on how to make a strike zone on a net. Once you have your strike zone set up with both an outside corner and an inside corner, you can work on accuracy even at this short distance. The question I often get is, how am I supposed to know where to aim when I'm pitching from such a different distance? The truth is, you actually aim for the same spot that you would regardless of the distance. And a lot of people will ask, well, on a curveball, for example, it hasn't broken yet. Why would I aim for the outside corner when it won't have broke to the outside corner yet? The answer that I always give for that is very simple. When you have a 10-year-old who throws from 35 feet, you teach her to pitch the same way and throw to the same location as when you have a 14-year-old who pitches from 43 feet. There is no difference. If you tell them to do something different because of the distance, it's just going to mess them up. They aim for the same target, they pitch it the same way, and they release the same way. And yet, they both hit their same spot even though they pitch from completely different distances. So when you're pitching, even at a short distance, you actually still aim for that outside corner. Obviously, try to get outside and pitch full distance as often as you can. But when you're inside, it is better for your brain to be taught to throw to that exact same location. If you start trying to throw it down the middle whenever you're inside, and then you go outside and try to throw it to the outside corner, you're going to confuse your body. So you keep always focusing on the same location. For example, I'm going to do an outside corner fastball. So I'll be simply focusing on the corner on the left side, even though I'm going to be pitching from a very short distance. As you'll notice, I hit my target. My favorite thing about pitching at a short distance like this is that it's a lot easier to hit your locations. But sometimes that can be the best thing for your accuracy. When people are pitching from full distance, their brain can play tricks on them. They'll often lean over and reach out and try to aim the ball. When you're pitching at a short distance, you don't feel like you need to do that. And I'll often have my students pitch at a short distance, even when they have full distance, simply because I want to take away that issue with the brain on aiming the ball and feeling like you have to push it there. Sometimes pitching from a short distance can be the best thing for your accuracy. So even though you may be a little frustrated that you're stuck inside or stuck at a short distance, just know that you might actually end up with some really good results on your accuracy as a result of pitching at that distance.